Welcome back, everybody. I'm the old man. This is Symphony of the Night, and we are gonna finish up the underground and then go to the catacombs for real this time. I guess that took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take, so. Neutron bomb. There's the Noglamir. The Noglamir is just a necklace. I can't remember what it does, but I need to get that. I need to do better on that. Because there is definitely 1% there. I think it's like every room is 0.1%. But the Noglamir is another Lord of the Rings reference. And what does it do? Where is it? It increases your defense. So that's pretty cool. We might, you know what? We might just put that on. Because I don't really need a lot of magic at this point. So. And again, we have to do our little trick here. Because of map percentages, which is annoying, granted, but you know what, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then you can be all impressed with me. Like, how do you get those map percentages? They're just so difficult. This is how. By turning into a wolf underwater. This is literally, aside from like getting one item, is like the only use for the wolf form at all. The only use for the wolf form. I have never used it for anything else. So I don't even know why, you know, I don't even know why they bothered. Other than, you know, you gotta make it like the classic interpretation of that is, you know, Dracula turns into a wolf and he turns into a bat, wolf, and mist is what he can turn into, classically speaking. So you got to do that. And then the wolf, I mean, he can run fast, I guess, but there's my Alucard shield. We're going to put that on. That is best defense. And then if you use that with the shield rod, it like gives you, it almost like makes you immune to, I think it makes you immune to like lightning and all sorts of fun stuff. So I think, y'all, I think that's it. I think we are ready to go to the, I think we're ready to go to the catacombs. Get that huge money bag. That's awesome. And I'm sure, I feel like I'm missing, I know that I'm missing a spot. I know I'm missing that one spot, so we might, I mean, we have to go somewhere anyway, so we might, now that I have a lot of, but the clock tower's where that one thing happened too, where the thing happened. You know what? I'll try it. I'll see if I can get it. Though I'm not so dedicated that I would say, yes, I have to get that in order for me to feel normal. I have to get that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Ugh. Of course, now I'm trying to get this. Hey, there, good. I got it. Good. Now that's good. Now we have to go get that room. Well, we're not going to do it in this video, but at some point, we're going to have to go get that room. Just, you know, maybe after we beat Dracula, but we're going to have to go get it. We're going to have to go get it. Just no getting around it. And this, of course, has the hardest boss in the game. By far, the hardest boss in the game. And now we've got the bosses as regular enemies. That has happened before, and we'll see a little bit more of that later. But thankfully, our friend the Crisagrim is helping us with that, because there's no way that you can beat us with that. Just no way. And we'll have to fight death, because this is a Castlevania game, and it's not Castlevania unless you fight death at some point. But that'll be okay, because like I said, we'll be we're going to be way overpowered for this fight. And here's some Slogras that are falling pretty easily. And here's Death. Here's our good friend Death.
So, you've made it this far. In the name of your father, cease this foolishness.
Nah, dog. I can't do that. I can't do that. I got to fight for freedom, for everlasting peace.
Your soul this night.
No, you won't. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to die. Yep. Form 1. And Form 2. Yeah, no. You're not going to feast on my soul. Quite the opposite. I'm going to take the eye. Oh, hey, here's what we need to do. We do need our good buddy. Except I got to go to the right screen. Hey, you. Push that button. Hey, you. Here, we'll go in, and then we'll go. There you go.
This switch hasn't been
Now, I will say, this particular thing, like, I never knew what that switch was for, because... And I think it's just a bit inconsistent with how the game works, because really all the familiars, what they do is just they either help you in battle or whatever. They don't like manipulate the environment at all. And so to have one little spot where all of a sudden the familiar manipulates the environment, I don't know if that's entirely fair. Because it's, like I said, it's hard to, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know that they could even do that, other than if you just stood there and just tried a bunch of stuff. But I don't know if you would know to even try, like, I don't know if you would know to try the demon familiar to get that door open. I don't know. But anyway, I want to kill all those bats. All of the bats will die. Or not. Or they will bite me and then move on their way. I guess that's what's going to happen, really. All of those bats are going to die. I'm surprised that there's not more enemies in this particular area. You would think that there would be. I will say I'm definitely glad that there's no stinking gremlins over here. The fire things, that's annoying. Alucard sword, which of course is not nearly as good as the Crusaegrim. Not even close. Though their damage output, because I do have the gauntlet on, the damage output might be better with the, I don't know. I can tell you I'm not switching it out. That's just not happening. Not switching it out. Go get our teleport thing, because we'll need that. Because we are going to have to get that room in the clock tower. It's just going to have to happen. And here's another thing that's kind of weird about the layout of the castle. Why in the world did I do that? Here's another thing that's weird about the layout of the castle. They have the central clock area, and then they have over to the right a clock tower. Why is the separate, like... Why? Like, seems kind of strange that there would be a separate a big clock, and then a separate clock tower. That just seems like a waste of space, I guess. But that is Dracula's castle, and it is said to be a creature of chaos. So I don't know, but hey, I got a strawberry. I like strawberries. I like strawberries covered in chocolate. When my wife and I got married, one of the things we did, we got like the honeymoon package at the hotel where we went, and we had chocolate covered strawberries was in the room when we got there. Oh, that was good. That's good. Always take a honeymoon. If you're getting married and you're like, oh man, we can't afford a honeymoon, take a honeymoon. Yes, you need to take a honeymoon. You absolutely have to take a honeymoon. and just even if you just go away, even if you get a hotel room in the city where you live in and just use that hotel room and just do that. Like, do that. Like, don't go without a honeymoon, because you will always regret it. And I think, personally, when you're getting married, you need that time to just be away from the chaos of it all. And you need that time to be away from the chaos and the stress of the whole wedding process, and the wedding, and your wife or whoever your spouse is, your spouse and you will both need time to recover. Make sure you have a honeymoon. You've got to have a honeymoon. Don't not do that just because you think you can. Save up a little bit of money, stay at a cheap motel for a couple of days, and get yourself some room service and just relax for even if it's just a couple days. Because it's I think it's a bad idea to go without, personally. But we went to the beach and had a hotel room that was like right on the beach. That was so awesome. It was so awesome, y'all. And I think I want to go back the other way. A frozen half. Yeah, we definitely want to go back, because the other way is going to be Galamoth, and we don't want to mess with him quite yet. So yeah, I think that you should have, every married couple should have some sort of ceremony, whether it's it doesn't matter if it's secular or religious or whatever, but have a thing where, if not your family, people that you like at least come to and celebrate with you and are part of it, and have a thing, and then have some sort of meal, and then have a honeymoon of some sort. Even if it's just a little thing, have it. Because you will not regret it. I guarantee you won't regret it. But you will regret not having it. That much I can tell you. Is you will regret, if you don't have one, you will regret not having it. You always go, man, I wish we would have done that. I wish we would have did this. I wish we would have whatever. So it's a good idea to do that. And if you haven't, you got married and you haven't, hey, why are these gold? If you got married and you just didn't get a chance to, not judging you, just saying, go. It's time. It's time for you to go. It's time for you and your spouse to go and have some time off. I'm giving you permission. You should. Because honestly, I've even thought about just getting. I've said this already, but get a motel just in town. Just if you can find a babysitter, find a babysitter. Just go in town and then just have a little bit of room service. Stay for 2 nights, have a little bit of room service, and just relax. Just in the company of your loved one, and just be together. Just to do it. Because you will always regret it if you don't do it. You will regret it. You'll go, oh man, I wish we would have done that. Because you'll be at somebody's house. You'll be at a friend's house or whomever, and hey, there's a library card. You'll be at a friend's house or, and they'll be showing pictures off or talking about their whole thing, and you'll be like, man, I wish we would have done that. I wish we could have done that. And I would go so far as to say, is if you are, if you're a guy and you're married to a woman, consider this insurance for later in your marriage, because I can guarantee you, if you get married and you don't have any of that, and you don't have a honeymoon of any type, at some point you will be at a friend's house and they'll be sharing their stories, and your wife will get jealous, and guess whose fault it will be that you didn't have one? It'll be your fault. Do I still have my spike? Okay, good. I forgot if I had my spike breaker. That would be terrible if I walked into this room and I didn't have it on. It will be your fault. I know that's kind of that's really what do I want to say? Like that might be sexist or I'm generalizing or whatever, and it's fair enough. Fair enough. I could be. I don't think so. I don't think I am in this particular instance. You crap. You'd think I remember. See, I was blabbing and then I forgot to do the thing. That kitty was stuck. Alright, let's just go up here. There we go. There we are. I thought there was a save room in here somewhere. Anyway. Ew. Don't want that. But yeah. If you're in a traditional relationship and you didn't get one, and someday, and that'll be, trust me, you want to do that. You definitely. Let's go down and go in the save room. You definitely want to do that. Just a word of advice. Take it or leave it. You're an adult. Do what you want, but you wouldn't regret. You'll never regret it. You'll never regret just taking time out with your partner or your spouse or whomever. You never regret it. Unless you hate each other. Because there's some couples that are like that. They just hate each other. And they can be around each other like for maybe hours at a time, perhaps. And there's another Buffalo Star for the Buffalo Soldier. They just hate each other. And they don't get along. And they can sort of like being together, but sort of not really. It's weird. So if you're one of those, maybe you might not want to, but. And if you're one of those, I'm curious about that, because I know some people, like, they get married to somebody that they just don't even like. Like, for whatever reason, they pick somebody that they're married to, and they don't really even like them or respect them or anything. They only like hanging out with them. And I've never understood that. Like, I don't understand why you would want to invest all that time and energy and money and all that and to be with somebody that you don't really like. I don't get that. Like, my parents are kind of like that. Like... My parents are kind of like that. It's just, and I've seen, I've heard of couples and like all of their entire relationship is just like chaos and fighting and oh man, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I know I can't do it. An attack potion that we don't need. And another necklace. I don't know what it is though. Necklace of J. I'm not sure who that's in reference to. I'm not sure who J is. I know a lot of J's, but I'm not sure what that means. Let's look at it. Let's just look at it. Is defense +5, so I'm still not sure who J is, why we want his necklace, or why it's in Dracula's castle. I don't get it. Yeah, pretty much nothing is very difficult anymore, which is again one of the problems with this particular with the end game of this game. I still love it. Still one of my favorite games. Still, I think one of the nearly perfect games, because even though it's not terribly challenging at this point, it's still a lot of fun. And here's another save room. We'll get that when we come through again, because there's diamond. Diamond is money, and we don't really need money at this point, other than to get Joseph's cloak. I would like to get that. Maybe make a nice pink cape for the finale. That would be cute. My daughter would love that. Let's see. Yeah, we're at 7 hours. It's about normal. Actually, it's not too... I mean, considering we don't have too much more to do, it's not bad, really. And here's the boss. If I die, we'll cut it. If I don't die, obviously we'll have to go back and save. But we're going to swap out the Chrysagrim real quick for the... where is it? Shield Rod. And we'll use that. I'm missing some shields, and I don't like that. And now we will get the Chrysagrim back on. And see if we can't beat this guy. Well, I thought that would help, but it didn't help. I definitely need something to resist lightning. Maybe I should put on the lightning armor. Of course, I really don't. There's something that you can do, and it will like. Oh my gosh. There's something that you can do, and it will like absorb the lightning, but I can't remember what that is. I really wish this guy would die. Let's see. What do I have to eat? I think I have some high potions around somewhere. We will use them. That would, yeah. I don't know if this counts as beating him legitimately. Because clearly it's, I'm cheesing the Prosagrum, but... Yeah, alright. Thank goodness. Well, that could have gone better, but we did get it done, so that's good. It's up to 600 life. And I only used two thingies. That's cool. Now we'll go up here and get my last relic, which will be a nice little heart max. And man, my life's gone up. My life is up pretty far at this point. And that is a ruby circlet and the gas cloud. That makes us poison now. So now when we're a mist and we travel through enemies, we will do damage to them, which is cool. And a little bit late in the game for it. It would have been, it's not super helpful. Not super helpful at this point in the game. It would have been more helpful earlier, but I mean, it'll help for us just getting around. But could have been more helpful other times. And I think we're done. I think we're done for today. Got a lot done. And I'll see you next time. We'll try to get that one little thing in the clock tower, and then I think we'll be beating the game. So come back next time.